whether I'm gonna show up. What up, guys? It's Pulsar. We're gonna do Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, episode 5. Just I guess we could just do a quick recap. If I recall correctly, in episode 4, this is actually not too far back for me. I did it pretty recently. So, episode 4 was when the president sent Alya off to do mediation between the baseball and the soccer club. But because of how Alya is as a character, where she's kind of like keeps things to her chest and kind of like is not very good about expressing her like feelings or whatever, she ended up in a situation where she felt like she couldn't do anything, and then she like was like asking for help. Kuze showed up, and then Kuze ended up helping her out, and then now after that whole ordeal, like they came like a little closer. They're like do, right? And because of that, Alya was like, I think I'm kind of into you. And then he was like, I will always support you. And now, I don't know. And then Alya was like super, super like embarrassed about it afterwards. We don't quite know exactly how Kuze felt afterwards, but I'm guessing it's gonna be typical anime high school stuff, and then there's gonna be like, but it can't be real if they didn't really mean it, and then and everything's gonna go back to square one, and I'm gonna be miserable. Uh, because apparently the only romance that can ever move forward is going to be Dangers of My Heart. I'm hoping they could break the mold. Break the mold, Ollie. I believe in you. All right. So yeah, we'll just hop right into episode 1. As per usual, there's a playback timer. I'm gonna be showing some of the footage while I talk over it, and so hopefully you guys can, you can watch along. But there's no audio, so just kind of be miserable with me, or be really happy. I don't know. Just have fun. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, she's super embarrassed right now. I hate this. I hate this so much in like high school anime where it's like, oh wait, trauma. That sucks. This is if he's coming from a broken home, that kind of makes a little bit more sense for him to be a little bit. At least there's like a reason why he's like not able to like completely comprehend the feelings. Yeah, yeah. See, he has at least has a reason. I'll look at the show this much props for that at least. We'll see what was there. Oh, interesting. No, I gotta hide this. We're gonna ignore that the title's like slightly different size. This is for this is another problem for me to deal with later. Anyways, I gotta hide the opening. There's a lot of characters in this student council that we haven't seen yet, huh? Anyways, where am I going with this? Let me brace for impact. So at the very least, we have a main character that's like kind of like had a dislike, had like I don't know if it's like necessarily a broken home. It might have been a broken home, but either way, he didn't live with a complete family, and thus maybe he does have difficulties being attached to people, which is like I think at least somewhat better than most shows. I would say that like kind of do this where like they have like a perfect life, and then they're just like, oh, I don't think, oh, you like me, and then the next episode, I don't know if she likes me, And I'm like, ah, me, ah. And so this show, at least having that amount of, at least having that much of like a reason for this character well-being is just, I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take any amount of an excuse. There we go. Dude, this voice actress goes in so hard. Dude, that voice is so cool. Who is this voice actress? That's so weird. That's so weird. Is this gonna end up on thumbnails somewhere? Wait, that's a good thumbnail. BRB. Screen grabbing later. I wonder if they're ever gonna show like how they became like so close after the family separation. Unless he feels obligated to her. Oh, interesting. Yeah, build the best castle. I want to play that game. I want to build the best castle. I'm all for base builders. Okay. Oh, I wonder if she just kind of assumed. Oh. These plans are getting out of hand. Weren't they like second grade would be like 7, 6? Was it? Oh, I wonder if she's gonna get sick at some point. They have like such a fun relationship. It's kind of hard because like the little sister's like a lot of energy. Hair is crazy long. I wonder if she's like really bummed about it. Oh wait, she is. Or maybe not. Oh, did she want to be the person that motivated him? Oh, yeah, there you go. Interesting. So I wonder if like her foundation was actually trying to get him to be a little bit more motivated. It's probably tied together somehow like that. The scene's outrageous. Can you imagine starting your day with your little sister under your bed trying to crawl out like a goddamn horror monster? Oh, I forgot Alya was in this show. The sister was so powerful that it impacted my beliefs that the show was actually called, what was it? Suo sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Or Yuki. Yuki is her actual name. Hmm? Is she like going through like her mind's eye right now? Yo, she got the hops? Bichima. He's been assassinated. Does this work, by the way? Thanks, Alya, for letting me know. Is she like looking at him? This is the show that's all about unlocking fetishes for people. This is the new armpit fetish. What was the previous one? Was it putting on stockings was the other fetish from episode 1? Oh, this is so weird. Yeah. What? He's just trying to zen his thoughts real quick with a cold plunge. Well, there we go. Well, they're holding hands. They're hella holding hands. I just imagine his head being swollen from the impact of the volleyball earlier. I like how they do the faces in this show so much. They're like super exaggerated while not being all that exaggerated. But she oh no. Dag him. Dag him. Dag him. He received your slap last episode. Now give him the fist. Give him the fist of Rooney. Look at it. He's opening to it. He's open to it. Oh no. No. They're back at it. No. Break the tropes. Just like each other. Be like, yo, maybe this is gonna be cool. The only show that I feel like the romance ever progressed in like a meaningful way was Dangers of My Heart. This is just gonna please just don't be another show where they're just constantly chasing each other. Do you like me? Do you like me? Do you like me? It just never resolves. I'll be pissed. Oh, it's like the soccer club and the baseball club, isn't it? Or maybe it's just the baseball. I don't know. Maybe it's just the baseball club. Who this? Who this? Oh, it's what's her name? They mentioned her in the previous episode, didn't they? Sawachika, I think. Sawachika. It's the president's girlfriend. Oh yeah, we don't have a short hair girl. Her power is strong. Sarashina. What's her first name? It's her last name, probably, right? Chisaki. That's her name. Like I can still hear the sound or everyone's here from the opening except for Masha, and then there's one more character that's missing. One more girl. It's a lot of characters. Tadashi. Oh, are the ribbons their year? That makes sense, actually. Let's see what color. She's red, right? Yeah, okay. And of course, the guys don't have one unless it's their shoes. So are we gonna go up to next year then? That would mean that put them in their final year of high school, right? Oh shoot, it's already over. Okay, I guess I'm hiding this. Interesting. When you try to put it all together, it's like, what does that episode do? And I'm like, huh? And what is this opening or ending song? Hold on, should I try to find the who singer? I tried to find the one for last episode. I couldn't see it. I'm sure it's there. It's just that it was probably just like I didn't try very hard. Anyways, wait, hold on. Opening animation. Sekai o kaeru. Mongol 800. Sorry, I'm mesmerized by the ending song. I'm actually like mesmerized by the ending song. I like shows that have different like songs. Cause didn't Chainsaw Man have a different ending song as well every single time? I think it's a cool way to bring a lot of personality to your show. because it lets you close out an episode with like how you want to feel it. Close it out with, you know what I mean? Or like if you had like a distinct like feeling or whatever or whatnot, you could close it out with like that kind of song, assuming. I mean, I'm not sure how that whole process really works. Like maybe the song's already prepared beforehand just for the sake of production, but I mean, it'd be nice, right, if it's all like thought out beforehand and they're able to close it out properly. Anyways, let me try to do my closing thoughts on this episode because I think the episode. I don't know what it like. If you try to think about it as a whole, like what did it ultimately really do? Because if I had to like recap it briefly, so I can recap it again next week. Alya. Well, so this episode was actually like most of half of it was the little sister again, right? The maybe kind of like exploring that the little sister is maybe in a situation where she might be lacking motivation because her original purpose was probably to support her brother, and then now that her brother is on his own with Alya, might be a little bit of a situation there. It's also leading us into Alya kind of. I don't mean Alya just seems to be just doing Alya things where she kind of is like always misinterpreting things, and I think it's also a bit of her character where she just doesn't like. It's like how the same thing with the mediation is that she's not very upfront about asking how things are directly. Like she probably could have avoided the whole situation by just asking how are you, but she doesn't. Right? She just never actually just directly approaches him, and thus kind of always she puts herself through her own like mental loop where she's like blah 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 blah. And so she's like building a scenario in her head when when it could have just been as easily solved by just saying, you all right? But and I think it's a pretty common thing, especially for younger people, where they don't know how to just be like, "Hello, how are you?" Like, you know what I mean? If you think it's like you think it's like such a rudimentary conversational piece, but it's the bridge, man. It's the bridge. I guess like ultimately, I guess what the episode is was yeah, it's probably transitioning from the connection from the little sister to Alya, and then to them officially announcing that they're going to be running together for the election. And I guess we'll see how much time they have to get into that because they only have 7 episodes. So I don't know if that's going to be enough. Counting that the election process would start at the beginning of next year, right? Wait, how would this work? Hold on, I'm trying to think if they do the election process now while they're in the second year and then they go into the third year as the student council for next year. I don't really remember. I honestly God forget how this works in schools. But that should probably be what I'm guessing we'll probably start seeing them running together then or something. I don't know. I really don't know. Because like there's a lot of pieces that the show has kind of thrown at us and we haven't seen, nor do we know how they can resolve it. Like the older sister Masha has a thing for Kuze because apparently they've just met for the first time for some reason. And I guess if you think about it, maybe their relationship is relatively new. But they're also second years, right? They're not first years. I don't know. That's where I get confused. Is I'm like shouldn't they have known each other from the previous year unless they're late transfer? I don't know. Whatever. I think she was a transfer, right? Wasn't she? I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I forget. I think we had a whole episode dedicated to this too. I already forgot everything. Whatever. Hands up in the air. Either way, I have questions, and I might have to just surrender it because it's just a generic. As far as I can tell, it's probably going to be a generic high school anime with like a really nice budget, and that's where I surrender. I surrender my will. I will wait till the next episode. I'll let the show speak for itself. That's gonna be it for my watch slash reaction of Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian episode 5. Everyone take care of yourselves. You have a good one, man. Peace out. I'll see you for Spice and Wolf hopefully sooner than later. That's my goal at least. Bye bye.